I'm Scott Gonsalves. I'm the Manager of Strategy and Accreditation at Sprott School of Business in Ottawa, Canada. We did BSIS a few years ago, and it's been has had a tremendous impact on our school. I mean, the short answer is really they're one and the same. Sprott School of Business specifically used BSIS to really better articulate our impact in accreditation. And I see accreditation is really twofold. It's ensuring schools achieve a certain level of sort of quality in regards to what modern business schools should be having in place. And then secondly, it's really about continuous improvement of the school to achieve the components of its mission. And really, we all have strategic plans that outline our mission. And I bet that the components of your mission really strive to accomplish something that is to have an impact, right? And in the past, accreditation tended to focus more on inputs, those proxies for performance. But they've since pivoted to focus more on outcomes instead of inputs, which has been great. And the core of AACSB accreditation specifically is engagement, innovation, and impact. And they have 9 standards that they're expected schools to describe the continuous use of engagement to drive innovation and to actually have an impact, of course, in line with the mission of the school. I would also say that in the recent 2020 AACSB standards, there's an inclusion of generating positive societal impact. And really, that's something BSIS has had for a long time. This particular impact dimension is sort of woven throughout many of the standards, which is great to see. Just to summarize, accreditations are sort of expecting schools to demonstrate impact, whether that's in their teaching and learning, their research and scholarship, and really, how what you do as a business school is having a positive impact on society. And the 7 impact dimensions offered by BSIS really help us articulate that impact in effective ways. I mean, in my opinion, it's all really about maturity and expectations. So before accreditation, the school, schools are very focused on they're focused more on structures, systems, processes that really need to be in place for performance and really impact to thrive. And there's some expectation to demonstrate how those things that you put in place are having a positive impact on really the accomplishment of your mission. But there's also an understanding that impact does, in some cases, take some time to be realized, and it's a long process, right? At the point when you're already accredited and maybe you're under a review for reaccreditation, they want to see that the foundation you put in place is having an impact on your mission, and especially looking at just your impact orientation to achieving your mission. If we're not focused on having an impact in the region or the society in general that we're in, just exactly what are we doing as a business school? So we're there to try to accomplish something and therefore to have an impact. So that's what I see. As I mentioned, I sort of see them as one and the same. For the future, I suspect many business schools would go through an evolution, as we did at Sprott School of Business. Measuring and quantifying impact through BSIS really sparked conversations about how can we have a greater impact in certain areas and improve as a business school. And that's a really powerful orientation and mindset that we may have had before, but it's a lot more explicit, which is great. So I definitely see schools following that evolution. We have a lot more to do and a further to go, but a lot of business schools will follow that. And I guess secondly, as a business school community, I would suspect that we would start to hone on a core set of really key performance indicators that we use to demonstrate impact across a number of dimensions. I think that's something that we need to start to embrace. And I guess lastly, I would just say that the society that we operate in across the world is really demanding of us as business schools to demonstrate our usefulness, whether that be governments that support us and fund us, students that consider coming to join us, organizations that use our research or hire our students. Excuse me, demonstrating and communicating our impact is really going to be is already extremely important for business schools to be supported in the regions that they serve. At Sprott, in our new strategic plan, we have a pillar to be partners in the prosperity of the Ottawa region, and we take it very seriously. And the core of that is impact assessment and, of course, achieving impact in some form or fashion.